poisson vive. Il est orange. Il a des bras et des jambes. Le poisson vive. Le poisson vive. Il est vraiment très beau.
Let's play along.
Il peut nager sur la terre. Il peut marcher dans l'eau. Le poisson vive, ils sont forcément mauvais. Mais on l'aime bien.
Under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find. Under the stars up in the sky. I got nothing to hide. Under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find. Under the stars up in the sky.
Everything that's pulling me apart, and I know it's not the end, but this could be a start. There is nothing left to hold on to, and my feet are off the ground, and I let go of everything that I have ever known. That I have ever known. Of everything that I have ever known. Of everything that I have ever. Baby, we can always run. I don't need a home when I'm with you. We can do it one by one. Feeling like the start of something new. I don't need a home when I'm with you. Baby, we can always run.
Welcome everybody! Welcome everybody! It is I, the one and only Reno, joined by, well, Solo Soccer is running a little bit late today, so I'll be starting it without him. We did make a little this like cool script thingy to start things up, so I'll just try to fill his role as well here. But yeah, hello everybody. I see everybody in the chat here. We are back. This time in Austria. The Red Bull Ring, except flat. There's no elevation, just vibes and violence. Yeah, normally you'd be climbing and diving through the hills here, but this version's more like Red Bull planes. Haha, funny guys. Still fast though, still dangerous. And honestly, after what happened in Canada, I'll take a little bit of normal. Yeah, last week was rough. Snow started falling mid-race, messed up the whole track, racing line just disappeared, grip was gone, It turned into a survival game. And the worst part? Onikaiser won it. First ever high level win for him, which would have made him a new race winner. And yeah, that doesn't really count now. Yeah, results got voided after review. It was a fair call, but still brutal. You could see how much it meant to him. That reset button was the fairest choice, but that's history now. Today our focus is Austria, long straights, big braking zones, track limits that are tight, and championships still wide open. So yeah, let's check the standings, see who's got something to prove. After that we take a quick look at last race clips, and then we'll get right into qualification. So yeah, let me make my way over to the standings here, and also I'll take a look at the chat here a little bit. I did see there's somebody who has almost the exact same name as me, Renoska1. That's kind of crazy. I see Lawrence in the chat. Abid Rahim Muhammad. I'm bad at spelling out names. Tippity more. People asking me, do I actually play F1? No, I don't. But I do commentate FL, which is almost as good as F1. Trust guys. But yeah, we did have technical issues last time, which means the points look exactly the same as it did look last time. But they still look spicy though, and a lot could happen today. So I guess you can just take a look at the standings here a little bit. You can see Mafiosa has a commanding lead over the rest here, as almost 100-point lead over the other people here. Which after mulligans it will even out a tiny bit, but he's still cooking massively. Then after him in second, Tortucillo, Mafiosa's teammate, they're both, you can see from the colors, they're both from the Cookie Munchers team. So both of them are in first and second, but if you take a look at the actual team standings, which we don't have a graphic for, maybe that's something for next time, you can see that Vanwave is actually leading, I could show you guys at this point here. Vanwave is actually leading with 13 points over Cookie Munchers in the team standings. So that means they still have some work to do to catch up and overtake Cookie Munchers, really. I'll try to see if there is any, like, I don't see Mafiosa is come online. 32Chilo, I don't see him online. And 32Chilo is one of the top racers we have in. You can see he's clearly in second here. So if he's gonna miss out this race here, that's one less race counted for him, which is it's not that good, but we do have Paper Yoshi here today. We've seen, if I take a look at the practice times, we can see Paper Yoshi has not even grabbed the top 15. What's happening? He misses for one race, and all of a sudden there is just no practice from Paper Yoshi. Like, taking that one break since he couldn't make last race, and now, wait, I think it did make. It was Barcelona that he missed out on. But yeah, okay. Anyway, Paper Yoshi in third. Then after him there is Iltis Amor, also from Vanwave, and Blip Dash as well. So yeah, Vanwave is crazy cookery. And then we have Zinzum in 6th, and Sotumni right after Zin in 7th. And here you can see rest of the fellas. Soda is still not here. Oh well, I guess. Let's do something fun. Let's go and take an actual look at some clips from the previous race. So let me just get my YouTube loaded up here so we can take a look at some clips here together. Like this is one of the examples why the last race points got voided. So we were talking about Mafiosa, the #1 point leader. Here's his POV from the previous race. So I'll just unpause it here and just pay attention to the surroundings. And once we reach this turn here, something's gonna happen. So take a look at this. He's closing in, turning in like normal, and then boom! Gets absolutely stopped by the snow, which turns him around. And then I don't know why, but he just keeps he just keeps driving backwards for like 5 seconds, then turns around and like corrects it. But like that is a little bit silly. And then we have also a race start here from Iltis Amor, which is 36 seconds. So let's watch that as well. He did get a really crazy start here. Pinching here, going into the left side, never mind, right side, going right on Blip and others. Here he has to release a tiny bit so he doesn't get bumped here. But Shinsu coming in with crazy speed. I don't know how he manages that. And then boom, Ginsu gets bumped out, but he gets accidental bump or like boat tap on him, which gonna keep him in tandem with Xinhu here. And Omega is chasing them, going into the turn here. I believe he's gonna see another bump here, so he's gonna boom. No, it was just him going out a bit wider, and that's just him cooking there. Onika is in the chat yelling, "My video corrupted, let's go." That is quite the unfortunate. I will take a little technical break here because I have to update the leaderboards, and I don't know where where Soda is at. So Austria, because we want to actually see what times people are setting in the actual qualifying. So I do have to update some stuff. I can take a look at that. In the meantime, we can just follow on board with Skibidi Toaleta 12, who we all saw from the... And he's driving backwards as well. What am I joining into? What is this? Blood just driving backwards. I mean... Okay, let's watch on board and see like just one quick lap of how this track could be driven. But I'm doing the prediction right now. He's gonna crash somewhere and he's gonna reset, so we're not gonna see a full lap. But he is right now flying, which is what you wanna be seeing. He's into the turn 3 and just completely messes up. So we can continue from the helicopter view here and just go over the track just a tiny bit. We have a really difficult turn 1 here, which is a really tight exit here. You wanna get a good exit into this big straight here. Then you have this, I don't know why this doesn't count as a turn, but okay. Turn 2 here. And into turn 3, which is Remus. This is called Remus. And I guess I forgot to mention, but first turn here under the helicopter is Niki Lauda Curve. It's like a tribute to F1 driver. But yeah, this is turn 3, Remus. And after that we have this big long straight here that goes into the 4th turn, Schlossgold, a big 180, into turn 5, around the bull statue here, that it's a bit hard to see, 6, turn 7, then I'll showcase the bull statue here, boom, beautiful, turn 8, into turn 9, which is right here behind the trees, and turn 10, where we're gonna see a lot of people piled up here all ready to start their qualifying laps. So I'll try and get some eyes on them as they are starting their qualification. Boom, bam. And let me see. So we are watching on board with somebody. I don't know who we picked here. But we are watching on board with... I think I selected Jadash. I think you're watching Jadash. Oh, we are. J-Dash, who was the former world record holder on this track. But it was Lapis Letus who, like, last minute before the race overtook him in the practice times. So Lapis Letus is the world record holder, but this is the second best option you have in terms of the practice times. J-Dash has really done some crazy practice on this track. And you can see he's losing just a tiny bit. Tony Talas, Lapis and 32 Chilo who are right now absolutely cooking on their first qualifying laps here. But you can see there's a big pile of them. Surprisingly big pile in the front here. And we're gonna see in a second here what gonna be the type of times they're gonna be setting here as they're crossing the finish line. And boom, Monitola sets a 56.4. It's a second behind the world record, but still a really, really respectable time. Wow. And you can see J-Dash is already improving. Boom. Oh, hello. We have... Yeah, I think you can. What? Oh. Yeah, he must have. Oh yes, he's gonna finish this time here, and it's gonna set him first! Oh, by one tick, but that's still crazy. Let's see if anybody gonna... There's a whole bunch of people crossing the starting line, but it seems like no real improvements coming along. I'm surprised to see 32 Chilov in third. I haven't really seen him do much practice, but 32 Chilov and Mafiosa are both right now cooking like crazy. Right now you can even see 32 Chilov is on an improvement. Looking to improve a half a second. He possibly maybe did a block stop on the turn 3, Remus. So maybe that's the secret sauce to his qualification. Oh yeah. True, as you can see, 56.05. That's gonna be the leading lap, it seems like, for qualification 1 here, as people are finishing their third lap of qualification 1. I believe like top, I don't know how many make it through, but qualification 2 is next. Top, like, I'd say like 30 make it in. I always forget the numbers. Oh, B. True. They have only 2 laps, guys. Keep in mind, only 2 laps to set the good lap because only the top 17 advance. Ooh, as it's getting loaded up now, started up now. They're gonna get released now here. Who's gonna get the early? True. Let's see from the sky here as people are closing in. Who's gonna get the block stop? Who's gonna not? Boom! It says of Zinzum and Lapis. Hello? Zinzum and Lapis really, and J-Dash as well is in the lead here. Are any of them doing a second block stop? No, they know it's not really worth going for the double here. Just playing it safe here. They got the first block stop, so now they are really locked in, and just if they can just finish this lap there, they are secured 100% to get into qualification 3. Which qualification 3 is what matters the most here, as that's gonna really finalize your starting position for the race here. Ooh, you can see it's more going a little bit wide. But it seems like Apis Letus might be the one to set the fastest. Oh my, 56.25. Yeah, that's gonna do him wonders here. In reality, he doesn't even need to drive another lap. But it's just good warm up for your next quali lap here. Yeah. True. Yeah, I'm gonna look on board with Mafiosa. He did mess up the block stop on the first lap, but it seems like he is improving now by 1 second. So he really needs to get a good improvement here to get into the top 17, to get even into the quali 3. It's all coming down to for him. The last 2 corners here. 1 remaining, turn 10 here. Is he gonna get it good? Seems like pretty good to me. He's gonna cross the starting line and it's gonna be in 6th. Oh my. Big. Yeah, that's gonna be huge for him. Oh yeah. But yeah. The Chilo coming really close to Lapis's time as well. Oh my. Chilo really cooking today. But qualification 3, this is what all comes down to. Getting loaded up right here, right now. As you can see, a huge pile of boats, but no custom boats. In the last round... Oh. True. Guess we'll see. Going into turn 1 here. Is anybody gonna mess it up here? Seems like... Oh, Martinitus! Big sell! Only way for him to even try to salvage something is maybe go for block stop as... Let's see. What's gonna be the move here? Oh, Lapis! Chilo, Sinsu! There's plenty of people going for the block stop. What was that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can really see the battle for second here. I believe if Lapis can give this up, he might be looking to be our pole finisher in the quali here. But it's really a battle between Chilo and Zine. Who gets to start in the first row here? All coming really down to the final corner here. Turn 10. All or nothing. Chilo heavy on the pedal. And... Oh, what? Zine Zoom gets second. What? Maybe he just started a little bit late. Yeah. Oh my. Oh my. That is an upset and a half, but we really gotta give it to Lapis Letus, who just absolutely cooked, and he will be starting in first now. He doesn't even have that much practice. I believe max amount he did is like maybe half an hour, because he did just drive the track today for the first time here. That is true. That's true. Right. True. But yeah, safer block stop. What does that mean? How can you take a block stop safe? Yeah. Mm. Makes sense. Makes sense. I see.
From hitting the curb.
Wait, I believe I had my audio thingies messed up, so people never heard you even once. What you speak.
Unfortunate.
But people hear you now. I believe. I believe.
Well. All you guys need to know is that I made some banger comments,
Oh my.
and we'll see. See if I come back. Maybe we'll see if I'm gonna commentate the race. Maybe I have to stay here now.
Yeah, I Soda is just missing. Like he said, like for some reason, family just spawned into his home. So like he's a bit busy with that, having to eat food with family, do all family stuff. But yeah, maybe
I think maybe I have to do an extra mission because I'm going to his home country within a few months. Maybe I need to knock on his door and talk to his parents a bit, because just ejecting him out of his own leagues like this with no prior notice is not okay.
I mean, that is
we can't have that.
We really cannot. But yeah, the starting straight has been loaded here with drivers. You can see Lapis Letus was going to... Oh, why is it so fast? Starting in first here. Then Seinzo, who managed to get the front row lockout here with Lapis. Starting in second. Terdo Chilov in third. And fourth, we have Mafioso. So two Cookie Munchers, third and fourth in second row. Then behind them is Xinhu, fifth, Paper Yoshi, Crumcat, Blip Dash, J Dash in ninth, Iltisamor in 10th, Omega Miss, Killer Lol, Big Burb making it into B13. What? That is something I did not see happening. I believe in the practice times he was really high up, and him even making it to quali 3. I'm really impressed. In P14, Oinked, Onik Kaiser 15, 56 Foxeo in 16th. That's also a surprise. Big
I saw actually in Q3 56 Foxeo. He was among the top 5 towards the end, but then I think he had a little mistake and lost a lot of positions. But I saw his name and I was really surprised. So yeah, you have some people like doing really, really well.
That's a big achievement. Martinez 17 with the turn 1 big mess up. Lucy Goldi 18. Ferrari 19. And Sharpie rounding up the P20. But that's going to be our starting order as the is getting released in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's go time. Let's see what's going to be the move here going into lap 1. It's going to be Lapis and Zoom going side by side. They both managed to stick the tandem. It's gonna be really interesting to see if anybody of them is going to go for the block stop here. Let's see, Zoom, Lapis, both going for it. Scene going wide. So does Mafioso and Tertucino, but Lapis is just gonna run away with it. Oh, he has a big lead, big gap now. You can't even barely see the people behind him, as he's already built up a 1.5 second lead. Behind them is Zoom and Mafiosa both fighting for a second now after that big sell on turn 3 Remus. Oh my, and also behind them is a lot of action as well, as Eltisamor and Turtle Chilo are fighting for 4th right now. And I believe even Paper Yoshi might be in that fight here. Yeah, and Crumcat as well! 4-man tie for P4.
You can see there both like Mafiosa and Fertilo. No, Sinsum and Yilo missing the block stop. But actually, they weren't the most punished by it because it created a chain reaction. And you had some fortunate people. I think Blip Dash went from P6 to like P10 in one corner because it created an absolute chaos. While Sinsum actually got up with unscathed.
Right now, Sinsum live just did scrape but just a tiny bit on the block stop. That gave Mafiosa, Chilo, everybody and free opening just to make a move happen and just leave him behind just a tiny bit. But yeah, Lap is already 2.5 seconds in the lead. If he can just maneuver around back markers and just keep this pace up, I mean, he might have already won the race if he can just keep up the cooking.
He's cheating really hard right now, and it's starting to like balance itself out a bit, starting to stabilize. However, we have a 4-people tandem that is now a 3-people tandem going into last corner out on the straight into another 3-people tandem. So we can see GH Dash being in front of them, kind of holding people back a little bit. So it's in crazy like battle now for like P10. Really chaotic. While
yeah. Zinsum going for another block stop, not working out in his favor. We've seen right now Zinsum starting from P2 into tandem for first, not getting the first block stop right. And he's just slowly fallen a little bit down each lap, and he's already wound his place down to P7. That's a bit unfortunate. As Paper Yoshi making a move on it as well, getting into the tandem, as I believe there's one more behind them who is legendary A7. So let's switch to legendary A7 POV. We can see all of them driving together here. Big 3-way tandem. Is anybody gonna pit here? Paper Yoshi. Oh, Zinsum gets bumped again! How much is he gonna lose from this? Zinsum. Oh, he did get the... I didn't miss him, but he's in P10 because some people did actually pit. He did get DRS, but I don't know how much it did for him. But there are so many people coming into this one turn here now. What's gonna be the move here? As, oh my, some people are going wide. For example, Martinitus here, who's now fighting with Crumcat and Lurs chasing them. Big fight here happening. And Zinsum holding them all down. But you can just see the kind of train that has been forming here. J-Dash in 9th right now. 8 is legendary 7 looking to climb into P7. Wait, he just hit because somebody was on the side of the road. Crashed there. Hello?
And while you have been speaking here, I've actually been doing some research, and I think we need to highlight Sharfy. He was up at I think P6. It had a mistake. He's down to P9, but he started back in P20.
Oh my!
He did a massive rise throughout the first laps of this race.
True. We just quite missed it, but Mafiosa and Turtle Chilo, they were both teammates fighting for P2. And at some point, I believe Mafiosa used DRS to get into tandem with Turtle Chilo on like starting straight. Through turns 1, 2, and 3, they were all in tandem. Mafiosa went for the block stop, didn't quite make it stick. Or, I'm sorry, made it stick too much even. So that just gave Turtle Chilo opening to just run away from Mafiosa once again.
Talking about the teams, if we look at the top 10, we have, is it 3 Van Wave?
I believe
in
so.
4, 5, 6, and then 3 the Cookie Munchers in 2, 3, 7. And these are the top 2 teams in the overall championship, and they both seem to have a really, really good start to this race.
Yeah, and then there's just a one lone wolf, Lapis Letus, who has a team where is Makusen as well in the team for some reason, who is in the commentary booth here. And then there's other fella is Jolly the Duck, but yeah, what's the story about that?
And the Laces though. No, yeah, it's only me and Lapis. So it's called Ava Flop. And Ava Pop is an old OG Formula team that used to exist and be really, really good. And this is Ava Flop with FL, and it is currently flopping quite hard.
Oh. Wait,
we get an announcement here. The bulls seem to have vanished.
Hello? Let's take a quick... somebody... Wait, why is the statue gone? Why is the statue gone?
The iconic Red Bull statue is no longer here. It has just vanished. Where did it go?
I'm looking up to the sky. I don't see... like, maybe it jumped away, but, like, it's just gone. It's just gone!
That does not bode well.
Yeah. What does bode well is Paper Yoshi and Omega Miss were just in tandem here. Both teammates. They have Legendary A7 behind them, so they're doing this double band tandem that's going to act as a big wall. So Legendary A7 who is behind them, just has no room to really make moves happen here. So it might be a really strategical move here, just to keep another cookie launcher behind.
And this is not the first time this team has done this. I remember another race on Ivory Coast where their whole team were in tandem for like 80% of the race. An absolute impossible for people from behind to try to do anything on them. And that was a strategy they applied. They all pitted together and everything. So like this is not unknown for this team. And it might be really effective. The team play.
Yeah, like we saw, like Legendary 7 even got to DRS and used it to climb closer, but there's just no room to really make a move happen. So that's just gonna leave him at the same position where he was before the DRS.
The DRS is balanced, so you can get the one overtake, but getting a double overtake, slightly spaced out, that is much, much, much harder. He would need an absolutely crazy DRS for that to be viable. But of course, he has options. He has pits left. He might not want to pit if he still thinks like they have good pace, right? But it is always an option. And then the team strategy won't necessarily work as well. And
as they get the back marker right in front of them, is that gonna shake up? Oh, he's just gonna join the wait, but Legendary is in tandem. Hello?
This is not according to script. Oh, and this is a block stop.
Oh,
he doesn't get it.
Yeah, now he has another back marker. I mean, he's in tandem with back marker, but he's still losing some valuable time. And Zinsum is quite hungry behind them. So if he loses just a tiny bit more time here, or even gets bumped, Zinsum could see it as an opportunity to make a move, get into tandem, and fight his way up the leaderboard once again.
Yeah, it was such a good opportunity for Legendary there, and knowing that he was in not the best tandem, he really sent the block stop. And if he would have been such a good position if it worked out. But
he gets another DRS. He gets another DRS. Can he do the same magic he did before? Doesn't see. No. There is just not enough room. Not enough room, especially if there's there is a back marker in front of the other guys. They're in tandem with the Drifty Duck now, but
I don't think the back markers will interfere that much, since they have to let faster people by in FL.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't really have a choice. That is the formula rules. So you can see here, both Megamiss and Pepe Yoshi is gliding through the back marker without any issues.
Yeah, on their screen, Drifty Duck has been hidden, so which makes it pretty easy for them to just carry on with their business here. But let's see, is Legendary 7 gonna maybe get another DRS? He does get another DRS. Let's watch on board here.
He's quite close here. He's quite close
here. He's in tandem with Omega. Omega had to release, so they are no longer holding that beautiful tandem with Omega and Paper. So Legendary 7 now looking to maybe solidify this P6. Omega releasing a bit more here. But the tandem sticks. Legendary, it does get the better exit here. What's gonna happen to Omega Miss? He's still really close here. And Legendary getting a better exit. Doesn't really make Omega Miss yield yet, as there is some lenience to stay in tandem. But I think, yeah, he's out of tandem now.
Yeah, so we have Legendary coming up to split the Vanway team, which is huge for the Cookie Munchers.
Wait, breaking news, Mafioso back in tandem with Torero Chilo once again, and they are behind Lapis Letus. What has happened to Lapis Letus? Both Cookie Munchers have caught up to Lapis Letus, who had a really dominant race start, but now they're right behind him. Hello? P2, P3, both Cookie Munchers chasing him down. Maybe like a paddle misfunction or something that caused him to
I don't know.
Time.
Like, the bull is missing. What did the bull do?
Wait, you are right.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Speculating here.
That's a
because
good
suddenly
Mafioso gets
everything is turned upside down.
Wait.
The bull has appeared
Where's the bull?
in T3. Turn 3, the block stop
okay.
corner.
We are watching on board with Mafioso. Oh, I can see that. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, but it doesn't seem to. Oh, wait, but there is.
So what it does is that it absolutely nukes Lapis' favorite method of trying to go for that small block stop, trying to get an advantage. That is a no-brainer right now. And if you go too tight, you're gonna crash out instead.
Yeah. And
maybe this will work out in favor of Sinzoom because he has been losing time sending the block stops, and now he can't anymore.
True, but it's amazing. After one lap, Turtle Chilov has managed to make it into tandem with Lapis now. They're both going side by side into the starting straight here now. It's gonna be really exciting to see how they tackle.
Mafioso with the DRS getting into tandem. It's a freeway battle for the lead right now.
You can see him in the tandem now. If I could just get the camera to see both Mafioso in the battle here as well, we can see it. They're coming into the turn here, going around it. Oh my!
And you can see now how everyone needs to adapt a bit to the bull, because now they can't use the normal lines, the normal breaking points. Everything feels a bit different. Yeah. Now it's about adapting and overcoming. We can see Lapis seems to have the edge right now, but both Yellow and Mafioso are still in tandem.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're just handling business right now. They're just flying. Although Lapis is a bit extending the lead, but they are right behind him. So, as Asher even got bumped by them a little bit. Who was behind them. But yeah, let's see. No DRS happening here as they're all like side by side next to each other. But going...
It's so much pressure Mafioso and Yellow now to hang on to the Lapis tandem. Because Lapis is surging ahead, but both Mafioso and Yellow has decent T1s. Mafioso has a really good one. He's closing up a lot on Lapis.
Oh?
Equal now into the bull turn. And now Mafioso is really equal to Lapis.
Yeah.
And Yellow is hanging on still.
Yeah, Chilo is... I mean, he is still in the fight there. Ooh. Oh, but they all just equalize and they just look so... they're just hanging together. Like Turtle Chilo was just seconds ago, just a bit more behind, but he's like right next to them again. As he does lose a tiny bit. That could be dangerous for him. But even if he falls out, he can reuse the DRS to get back into the tandem here. So it's not really something he would have to worry about here.
Now Yellow is creeping up on Lapis. Mafioso is getting an advantage, and
yeah.
Before, if you were falling behind, you could absolutely send a block.
Mafioso!
But no more.
Big cell though! Big cell! Mafioso! Oi, goes a bit wide, gets a bit greedy. Now it's just Turtle Chilo. Wait, Turtle Chilo lost the tandem to Lapis. So Lapis just running away now. What? You can see Turtle Chilo is second here, and first, 1 second in front of him is Lapis. Wow.
I think Mafioso noticed. He was like, oof, I'm so close now. I just need to push it a bit more. And then pushed it a bit too far. Scraped the outside, got a slowdown. And then when you're in tandem with people and they don't slow down, they just drive straight through you and you get bumped.
Yeah,
Mafioso lost quite a bit now.
That happens if you get a bit greedy there. Just trying to optimize it a bit too good. Trying to push it just a bit too much and no. But wait, we have Turtle Chilo getting on our DRS. May he get back into the tandem? Yes, he will. Going through the turn one once again here. All close to being side by side. Turtle Chilo right behind him as he is in the striking distance here. How's gonna be the bull turn here? Oh, as he gets a bit wide. I think he has to let Lapis maybe through here. Maybe. Yeah, I think he did.
Yellow was in such a bad tandem. He kind of had to send the bull turn and not brake and not like too much. And then I think he ended up bumping the bull a bit, losing out on the tandem.
Must have been.
I think there might be some fight among the one pitters with Omega Mess and Sinzu. It's a triple tandem.
Triple tandem. True.
For P10.
Yeah, all of them together here. And all of them are from different teams as well. So there is gonna be no teamwork
has
action.
0 pits, but both Omega Mist and Sin on 1 pit, they are fighting. And we know Omega Mist was quite high up before.
Yeah.
Which means that scene zoom is also quite high effectively if you factor in the pits.
Indeed, yeah, it's a battle for position.
And with the top drivers messing up, Mafioso bumping, the one pitters might look pretty strong here once the pit equalizes.
Yeah. Also, we do have Turtle Chilo who somehow managed to climb his way back into the tandem for the first. I don't know how he's done it, but he's back in tandem with Lapis Lettuce. As they're going around to turn 9 into turn 10 here. As Turtle Chilo, I think he's climbing just a tiny bit as well. Going into turn 1, couldn't see any critical mistakes happen here. Ooh, Turtle Chilo even gaining just a tiny bit. Getting a better turn here. As they go into the turn 3, the pull turn. And, oh, okay, Lapis doing a little bit better turn. He's used that turn to propel him forward just a tiny bit, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Turtle Chilo right behind him. Right behind him. And Mafiosa is I want to say not that far behind, but there is a 3-second gap now, which is not that easy to make back.
I think he lost everything in the bump. It takes so long time to accelerate. You know, ice is quite slippery, so when you lose all your speed, trying to get it back it takes a lot of time. But with Lapis and Yellow battling, the chances of mistakes are that much higher. And as soon as mistakes happen, Mafiosa is gonna be there ready to strike.
True. I did see on my second monitor that Omega Miss did a bit. He came out of the pit, and now he's just a tiny bit behind Blip Dash on the second pit. But wait, Blip Dash crashed. That might be another tandem battle that might happen here. But no, I don't. No, Omega Miss is not close enough for that to happen. But somehow, yeah. I mean,
and if you look at Blip Dash, he had a really rough start. He was up in P6, but he was taken out when people failed the block stops. Bumped down to P10 and immediately started pitting, right?
Yeah, he did.
But you can see that Omega Miss, who was quite far up, is behind Blip Dash, which means that Blip Dash has had quite a decent journey throughout the middle of the field without us seeing him at all.
Yeah,
but we can also see that Oni Kaiser is a few seconds up ahead on 2 pit stops as well. So Oni Kaiser might be in a good position.
True, yeah, Oni Kaiser is them, yeah. Wait, he's in front of them? Oh my. So when the pits finally equalize, we could see Oni Kaiser really in the fight for top 5 easily. But maybe even podium, maybe first place. You never know. You never know. As if you look at the guys in the first place, Turtle Chilo has slowly, even at some points, even inching ahead here with Lapis. What he really needs is to Lapis make a mistake here. Lapis gets a little bit greedy, push too much, lose some time for Turtle Chilo to escape the TRS timings. But it seems like they're just so consistent here. Just so clean driving, side by side. As they're both taking they have a bit... Oh, Lapis! What was that? That is not the optimal line, as Lapis might have to yield the tandem here on the high-speed straight here, as we have another announcement playing. What is happening?
Around turn 1.
Someone split the Red Bull around.
Oh! What? Someone has dropped Red Bull cans in T1, and the Red Bull is flowing out on track, effectively making the line so much more narrow.
Okay. Oh my! You say what? Someone split the Red Bull around turn 1, and it just
it's just flowing. And now it is not very lenient to go wide. If Lapis would have done that a few seconds later, he might have hit the Red Bull.
Yeah, but we do see Lapis Lettuce getting on DRS now here, going into tandem with Turtle Chilo once again. Well, how's gonna the water affect them? Oh, but it seems... Okay. Lapis might have to yield, but he's just barely scraping on. He's gonna have to send this turn here. He's sending it. Oh, hitting the wall there. That's gonna give Turtle Chilo a free time to run away. But we have to talk about the Mafiosa, who is right behind Lapis. One mistake from Lapis and Mafiosa could make a move here to get into tandem. So possible if we see some teamwork happening between the cookie munchers, if Turtle Chilo can somehow manage to make Lapis do a mistake here, then that could really be a massive win for the cookie muncher here. Let's see.
You can see Lapis here really wanting to be in DRS for this straight, and he managed to just about get it. Let's see if he can get into tandem. And we have seen throughout this race, Lapis has been leading, and people have gotten DRS. Yilo has been getting a lot of DRS to get into tandem, and now it's time to repay the favor. Lapis' turn to get the DRS and get back in tandem and keep the fight alive.
Yeah, which he did manage to do really successfully. That was a beautiful send, and he even managed to make it around the spilled Red Bull, which is really surprising. I thought for sure that's gonna mess up people hella ton, but people somehow are managing that. That just goes to show how good and talented our drivers here are, making those like they don't know what's gonna happen if they go into turn 1. They've seen a notification in chat saying that some Red Bull is on the track, but reading that notification and actually seeing what's on track, I would have never guessed that turn 1 is looking like this. So
yeah, no, it's I don't know. It's always things happening here at the FL races. Really throwing things around. We have bulls coming to life, flying around, and Red Bull cans just popping.
Yeah, I mean, at least there's no snow this time. At least there's no snow. Oh, and Mafioso! That was a big mistake. Oh, he tried to go for a block stop or something, or got greedy, or maybe got bumped, and he lost a lot of time. He's now 5 seconds behind the one and only Lapis Letou's. Oh, unless front runners, Turtle Chilo and Lapis make some mistakes here, I think he's out of the fight for P1 now. I mean, I've seen people prove me otherwise, but we never know.
And you know, 5 seconds, like he didn't lose a position. However, when you factor in pits, we don't know how much those 2-3 seconds are. It could be a position, it could be multiple positions.
Yeah,
I've not done the maths right now to really figure that out. But now the striking position might not be so striking anymore. And I did see a few people dip their boats in the Red Bull, and it did not look fast. From what I can say, no one of them got wings. But at least now we know.
I mean, I can put my camera here just a tiny bit, see if any more spill into the ocean of Red Bull here. Like they say Red Bull can, but there is just like 1 trillion of them here. I don't know.
Wait, the water just absolutely killed.
Wait, apparently if you go into the water, it just absolutely kills you, completely stops you. That's giving
Oinked, by the way, 2 pits, P10. He's ahead of Onikaiser. He's the number 1 2-pitter right now.
Indeed, yeah.
He has been invisible on my screen until now, and it's only 5 laps left.
True, as people...
it's less than 5 laps.
Yeah, we are on lap 27, and Lapis will need to start pitting this lap, I believe. Or maybe on the next one. I think he can pit the next one.
He can choose to pit the next one. Both Lapis and Yilo still in tandem.
Oh, yeah.
Battling all out.
This fight has been going on for like 10 laps easily. Maybe even more. They've been just side by side, always breaking the tandem and then getting back in with the DRS, and both of them sticking it. None of them trying to go for some undercut magic or something. Both of them keeping a tandem here. Oh my, as this lap here is gonna be a big difference maker. I believe he got stopped by the water just a tiny bit.
He touched the Red Bull. He touched it.
Oh, his only hope is that
it will be hard, because now he have to go for the pit, which means no DRS on the straight.
No DRS. That's gonna
so
be...
it's gonna be hard now. Maybe he would have been better off pitting.
Yeah,
trying something different. But they also wanna really battle it out. You know, when you're in that tandem, you're in that fight. You do not wanna just give it up, right? You wanna win it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, they're gonna have to go for a pit stop here now. you can see. Yeah, they're both driving in for the pit stop. It's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna all pass them here as they are in the pits here. Really close to each
Mafiosa
other.
missed the pits. He missed the pits.
He missed the
turned back and
pits?
went into the pit.
Oh
He
my.
realized like 10 blocks too late. He's
That's
gonna lose a lot on that.
Yeah, he's gonna lose a
That is really
bunch.
unfortunate.
How does that even happen? But yeah, apparently, coming out of the pits, Lapis and Turdevchilov are in tandem now once again. I don't know what kind of pit crew Turdevchilov has, but he has managed to turn a faster pit stop than Lapis Letus. So they're back in tandem here on lap 29. Turdevchilov really has to do a fast lap here to get a better chance of getting a faster pit here. As he is barely holding on, but he's holding on, actually catching at some turns a little bit. Going through the turns of 7 here into turn 8. Just one turn away from the pits. Let's see, final turn before the pits. Can something happen here? Oh, Turdevchilov. Oh, wait, he forgot to pit!
Wait,
No! Turdevchilov forgot to pit! Oh my, is that gonna give an opening for Mafioso to maybe get into tandem? No, Mafioso is not
He
even
also needs a
close.
pit.
He's not even
It's
close.
unknown right now where Oink is. He's the number 1 two-pitter, but he
Yeah.
seems to be a bit too far behind, if my estimation is correct.
Seems like Lapis is coming out in P1 right now. Let's see, where is Oinkt? Where is the second guy? It seems like Turdevchilov keeps the second place. Who's gonna have the third place? Is it really gonna be Mafiosa after all these mistakes? It's still Mafiosa. It's
Yeah.
some more in fourth.
And it is
And then
shit.
And now
Oinkt
the fight-
sliding in
Tandem.
for the P5,
Tandem.
fighting for
Tandem.
P6 with the... Oh my. Yeah, I need to get the camera on that because that is a fight we will want to watch here. On board with Oinkt. He got cleanly around the bull here. But there he is, legendary 7. Just 1 second behind him. So if Oinkt does a one mistake, then that will cost Oinkt his top 5 placement. But I think, okay, there's some fights happening in P8, P9.
I did catch Blipdash sending the second block stop, trying to get an advantage on
But we do
Yoshi,
have...
but missing it.
I had to say it. We do have Lapis Letus who just crossed the finish line, claiming the Red Bull ring as Lapis Letus's
Legendary.
second win. Wait,
GG, dude.
I don't even
Holy
remember
crap.
anymore. But Lapis Letus
Bro,
absolutely
legendary,
beat
the one
Coop.
time legend.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that was a class act. I think Lapis did the least mistakes. And both Mafiosa and Yilo missed the pit stop entry.
Yeah,
But-
both Cookie Munchers missing the pit stop, and somehow they're still in second and third. That just goes to show how dominant their base was throughout the entire event here. Even after those ginormous mistakes, if you can somehow cling on to that second and third place and make the podium happen, that's amazing. As I mean, we look at the finishers here. Ilti Zamora did finish in 4th, but where's the rest of the van wavers? They're in 7th and 8th. That means Cookie Munchers will be most likely finally overtaking Vanwave in the team standings. I think we're gonna see
Yeah.
that. Yeah, have to be.
They cannot be unhappy with a 2-3 for the Cookie Munchers.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
a really, really good result.
That is I mean, after those mistakes, I don't think you can ask for a better result than that. That is just somehow just 3 points handed to them on a silver platter. I mean, they did cook a lot and made the most of these tough positions, but them starting on the second row, 3rd and 4th, making it both into podium is really impressive. But I do have to ask if the podium is set up here, just in case.
I just did it. That's why I'm a
hey.
bit distracted here, because I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
make sure the event runs smoothly as well.
True. Can't be lacking on the job.
I think we can wrap the heat up
I think so.
right now. I'm gonna
Wait.
check.
Move in. Would he beat them up there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's finished now. Hmm. Oh. Soda. Wait, did the round finish?
I don't know. But it seems like Soda is doing something. He has finally made his way here,
Ah.
and the podium has started.
He did not know I already did it.
Austria, Red Bull Ring.
So,
Top 12 is Omega Miss. In 11th we have J-Dash. In 7th. In 10th we have Onic Kaiser. In 9th Zinzoom. In 8th Blip Dash. In 7th Paper Yoshi. In 6th we have Legendary A7. 5th Oinked. In 4th we have Iltisamor. In 3rd we have Mafioso. In 2nd we have Turtle Chilo. Both Cookie Munchers in the podium. And to finish it all up is Lapis Letters. Damn. Big prop of applause to him as Abin. He started from like P1. He had a really good start. Then fumbled a little bit, but somehow he has made it all work. But I believe if we could maybe get a few words with our fresh race winner here, our second time race winner, as I believe he did win in Imola in Italy after that big 3 incident.
writing to him right now. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Eva Flop, my team represented on the first position. Ecstatic.
Yeah,
No
as
flop today.
I've made it into the interview room. As if you wanna join me here as well, you can TP to me.
Yeah,
Actually,
and I believe we should get this guy in here.
yeah,
Uh,
we really should.
oh, I get to stand on this side today. What?
Yep. First time for everything. As we do have Lapis here now in the booth, but
Hello.
He's here.
Yes, I'm here. I am here. Oh, I just got 25 stars. You
oh
mean-
hell yeah, he's getting paid. Oh, so Lapis, how was it? Fill us in on your adventure on this track, as it was. I mean, your start was really dominant, but at some point, I don't know what happened, but Turtle, Chilo, and Mafioso both really got up to you. So we missed on what happened there. So if you could fill us in on that, it would be great.
Yeah, I think like at the start, I got the block stop like the first lap, and then I missed it a few times. I believe they were also like we had very, very close paces, but I did feel myself being outpaced by them for most of the race. I'm lucky to have started first a little bit, or like it was fortunate that I started first because yeah, I like they were catching up to me. I was really hoping that I could just pull away and like bridge a 10-second gap, and that would have been the best. But too many small mistakes, man. Like they're just catching up slowly, tick after tick after tick, and so they drove pretty well. Both of them drove very well.
Yeah, they drove pretty well until the end, where one lap, like in first lap, it was Mafioso who completely forgot to pit and then had to turn around to go into the pit. And then the lap after that, it started to Chilo who forgets to pit, and then
Did forget to pit? Oh, that's so unfortunate, man.
Oh, they turned back in time, but they missed the entry by like 5-6 block, both Mafiosa and Gilo.
That is pretty unfortunate. Yeah. Like, I thought I'd won when I got into tandem with Gilo on like going into lap 28, which is when we had to start to pit. And then I think I pushed him out of tandem, or maybe I got into tandem with him lap 27. Somehow I got ahead of him on lap 28. And I was like, hold on, I think I win. Because like we have no more DRS, and all I have to do is like drive in front of Gilo for a little while. And yeah, Mafioso forgot to pit. I was like, well, he's gone, rip. And then I tried to go on the side of the pit, like go down the right side of the pit, and Gilo just straight drove past me, and he like overtook me in the pit. I was like, okay, that strategy's not faster. I didn't know. I took a random guess. I probably should have tried to block off the whole pit, but I just let him back into tandem. And so I did have the lead going into the pit, going into the final pit. But yeah, it's not. you know, it's not the most satisfying win because they were outpacing me. Like I felt like they were outpacing me the whole time. They reeled me back in. They caught up to me. Gilo managed to push me out of tandem. Mafiosa just about pushed me out of tandem. Like he was getting a lot closer right when he crashed. Like he was storming up that last lap. I was hoping he would crash, and he did end up doing that. But like he was going really, really fast to try to get me and Gilo out of tandem. But yeah, we kind of got outpaced, or I kind of got outpaced. So it's not the most satisfying win, but it's okay. Win's a win. We'll take it. You know, I think I drove very well.
I think you might be a bit harsh because I saw some DRS abusers behind you using it to catch up when they fell out more than once.
Really? I felt like I did that later on.
Yeah, but they did that for a long time, and then you also got to do it in the end, so it equaled out. I think the pace overall was really similar, and it's like the tiny mistakes here and there.
Different timings.
But I don't know. I think it was deserved.
All right. Yeah, yeah. I'll take the win for sure. Like I think I had a really good quali. Overall, Q2 and Q3 went really well, and then obviously I got that lead. But it would have been a lot more satisfying if I could have just pulled a soda soaker and just flew off into the distance. Like that's what would have been nicer.
I mean, that's kind of what happened though, no? Like on the first lap, you sending that block stop and that actually working out for you, which bumped the Zine Zoom out of tandem with you and also slowed down Mafioso and Gilo both as well. So like you were running away, like from the start. At one point you were like 5 seconds in the lead. So but like
no, I wish I didn't throw it.
Wait, so what exactly happened? Like how do you lose that lead from them?
I missed a block stop like 3 laps in a row. Straight up. Like I like had the big lead and then I missed it once and I was like shoot, and then I missed it again and then I hit it too hard and then Mafioso was right on my tail and I was like, well, that's how you kill a lead.
You kept going for it. You had so much success in quali on the first lap that you just kept going.
I was zoned in. I was doing good. I was doing good with it, like all throughout practice and all throughout quali. Like I was like, all right, I feel good. Like I'm gonna go for it. And I wasn't going full on. I was still trying to brake, but I was still just missing it. And then, yeah, like me and Gilo were keeping a really long time until I just forgot to turn on turn 1. I straight up just forgot that there was turn 1 happening that one lap, and that's how Gilo pushed me out of 10.
We did catch that, and you were in luck because about 5 seconds later,
water came down.
They spilled Red Bull on the track. There was a bunch of cans at the edge, and just ran out. And if that would have been there when you missed the corner, that could have been much worse.
Well, if that would have been there, if that would have popped up when I was coming up to it, I might have actually paid attention. But I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like completely zoned out, and I was like, all right, well, my turn to try to use the DRS. But yeah, they both drove very, very well. Like I do think they did a pretty good job at staying consistent and catching up, and pressuring me. Gilo pushed me out of tandem twice. Mafiosa almost pushed me out of tandem. Like I think he ended up with the fastest lap. So. All really good driving all around. It's quite a battle up there at the front. Very interesting to see how it played out. It must have been crazy to watch.
It was action all time. We thought it was going to be a bit slow, you got out in the beginning, but then all of a sudden the fight for the top became really, really tough, and then Mafiosa came as well, and then it just went on forever. Like it must have been tiring to drive and being so on edge the whole time.
Right, it almost felt like as soon as, I don't know if there's like an effect, like a mental effect that happens and whatnot, but when I was in front, I was really trying to outrun them, and I just couldn't outrun them. And then Gilo pushed me out of tandem, and I was like, shoot, he's probably gonna run away. And I felt like I could keep up with Gilo so much easier than I could like beat him in tandem. So I don't know if that's a little mental thing when you're leading the race and you're thinking like, oh my god, I have to go really fast to try to drop him right now, and that ends up pushing beyond your limit. I'm not quite sure what the effect is, but can't do it. You just got to drive good. And I did actually turn on my F1 screen for quite a while in the middle when me and Gilo were in tandem. It didn't help. He stayed in tandem the whole time, but, maybe it helped me not make a mistake, though. I don't know. Of course, then after I turned it back off, and then I missed turn 1 altogether, so I don't know. Holy. Exciting race, though. Very exciting race to drive.
True. Bunch of mistakes from everybody, but at the end of the day, it's you who
This
hammered it down, brought home your second trophy, and yeah, the second guy to do it. The second guy to do it. So
It took me. What it took today was just remembering that I had to pit lap 28 and 29. That's all it took. Apparently, I think that was the game changer.
That is a good strategy.
They were so locked in, and like we were all locked in. Like I don't know, I was sitting there in call, and we were like, yeah, fun race though, fun race. Thank you for hosting it.
Of course, we had a blast. We had a blast, and we're gonna have
There
a
was
blast
so much going on.
in the next race as well. I don't know when Silverstone is, but
Oh, I will say that this track was very well decorated. I very much liked the decoration of it.
yeah, we gotta say big thanks to Bacon Pizza, who's actually right here in the
Oh, get
studio
him
with
up,
us.
Get him
Yeah,
up.
if I can just
Oh, he disappeared.
show him. No, he's gone. Oh, he's here.
Oh, he's coming.
Yeah.
He's coming.
Oh, he actually tried. Oh, hell yeah. Big.
Get him
this
on the
was
camera.
He's on the
Insanely
camera. He's on the
decorated.
camera.
It would have taken me about 100 hours to do this if I would have decorated the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean,
And then
the
it still wouldn't have looked as good.
yeah, I mean, can we talk about the podium? Like the podium looks amazing. Like this looks just beautiful with the like the
FL.
lines and everything. The FL text, beautiful.
Yes. Oh, looks like your FLs are rusty though over there.
No, those
No,
are
that's
not
by
rusty.
design. That's
Don't-
design. That's design.
Yeah, that is
That's
antique.
FL
I will-
trademark design.
We do have this beautiful leaderboard here, and
We do have this.
it might be worth to note that the standings has not been updated here, but has been updated overall. And
Oh.
Lapis is now in P10.
What?
What?
He has been missing some races, but his stellar performance are making up for it.
Four
True.
races.
Like you can't even see his name on the leaderboard right now, but after that, him being now in B10, that is just crazy cookery. Oh yeah, I do have to confirm as well if Van Wave is now the top one team, which Cookie Munchers, which they are now. They have taken the lead, and there is even a quite big difference now. There used to be 13-point difference other way, but now it's them leading with like more than 13
It was
points.
40-point swing. They
Oh,
were like
wow.
20 points behind, and now they're like 20 points ahead. So
Yeah.
a really,
Believe it or
really
not.
messy result for them.
I am 10th place on the individual leaderboard, and Ava Flop is 10th place on the team's leaderboard.
Hey, that's my team. That's my
Hey.
team.
Let's go.
You can have a cookie lappets. Well done. We did
Thank
not
you.
flop today.
We did not flop. We did not flop.
Big performance. But yeah, I think we can wrap out the stream now, guys. So I thank everybody for watching, but I also have to do a little bit of a big shouting out to Nupelix, who just gave a channel member. Yeah.
Yeah,
Big.
Just
I have the one. Ow. I did spin.
Yeah. And now,
Right.
with this final word said, I think we can round up this stream. Thank you everybody for tuning it. It was a bit chaotic, but it was really fun. So we'll see you guys next time. So just pay attention to the scheduled streams, and you'll be here. So yeah, bye bye.
Bye.
Oh, I have to actually press the button as well.